SWAT 4, Special Weapons and Tactics. Irrational Games, made by the same people who did the BioShock games and System Shock 2. You'll see Kevin Levin's name in the credits. Sierra, guaranteed by some Sierra Club asshole not to hurt a chipmunk if you step on it. And NVIDIA. I always hear that name around these days. SWAT 4. Now let's just watch this. I usually skip it and only saw it once before while I'm trying to play this before. Record this, whatever.
Reaching with C2, sir. Moving clear. Going ready. Yeah, moving now. Don't shoot! Go! Police, hands up now!
Powered by GameSpy. There we go, down at the bottom. It has the copyrights to the guns. I don't know if they really needed to get the copyright on those guns or what. I mean, it seems to do better for the gun companies. Yeah, like Death Wish 3, they say every time that movie is shown, the sales go up for the wieldy handgun. So I don't think they would. Didn't use their permission to use the names of the guns if they'd go after them, but you never know. Okay, I had to adjust the windows here to get this thing playing. Pain in the ass. Yeah, you don't have a window mode button. I had to go into the fucking, what do you call it, the fucking files and switch it around. You gotta put a semicolon in front of a fucking thing. Fucking PC games, pain in the ass to try and stream them. Also runs down the fucking CPU processing power. So I gotta create the small window. It's not easy like the consoles where you just plug it into the Elgato and stream. A lot more considerations here. That's why I don't like, one of the reasons why I don't like PC games. But this game was only made for the PC, so we're kind of stuck there. Yeah, and also gotta have the window small so I can't expand it all the way. It seems that also helps keeping it small so it doesn't lag while recording this. Yeah. Go into the settings real quick. Show you what I mean. Yeah, I also had some glitches here where these weren't showing up when I was messing around with the video settings. You having the yeah, definitely want the high render details so you can, like these signs. I'll show you when we get into the training. Yeah, to see what's written on the walls, and also have the walls have cracks and higher detail. Of course, we got the low, medium, high. Don't want to go down low, so that's one of the trade-offs. And also have the highest one. Well, like could help having it on the lower one, but no, don't touch a damn thing. Yeah, basically having the window that I'm watching instead of having a full screen to get it not lag. Alright, we'll check out the other shit. Always run. Display subtitles. Yeah, since I'm not being webcammed here, we got so you know it's me, my name right there. Pick the voice type. Left on the default, hold right mouse to open. Yeah. The options. Key configuration. Got the WASD to move around. Yeah, I was also playing SWAT 3 before. The defaults were the arrow keys. That game was made in 1999. Although I think it was Quake that standardized the WASD movements, if I'm not mistaken. I never had the Quake for the PC, played that on N64. I know Doom also was using the arrow keys. We got leaning here. Crouch. No, we want the toggle. Hey, having to hold that down. Interactions. We got shoot with the left mouse. Reload with the R. Definitely want. I have handcuffs because it's a long reach with the keyboard. Hate the keyboard. So many buttons, and this one uses a lot of the keys, so you gotta use the numbers. The third game, you have to use the F numbers. Yeah, so it's got to go all over the place. So you might accidentally not have it over the WASD. Yeah, so that's... I don't like the keyboard and mouse like everybody says. Your hands are not in the same place like a controller, and I don't think you can even use a controller in this one. Or another pain in the ass, just like the getting in Windows mode. Gotta fuck around with everything. Hate fucking around. I like games when they're all complete, ready to go. Alright, we got zoom, change firing mode, flashlights, use, move that to the middle mouse. That makes things easier. That's also give commands to give up. Display objectives, next, oh, that next weapon, I could use that. I gotta change it now, too late, we're already filming. Also, that's another reason why I'm not live streaming, because I had problems with the lag with the Left 4 Dead, so that might cause more problems streaming. So we're gonna do this recorded ahead of time. Here's some more commands, the other commands, but I think that's enough of that. Normally I don't do the training mode, but oh yeah, before we get into that, the reason why I'm playing this game now is because there was a sale. And then there was a sale on top of a sale. I guess I'll pull up a picture here. Another reason to do it offline. Yeah, so I had a real deal, so finally got around to buying this game, even though I had the third game around when it came out. This game I never got to play before now, almost 20 years later. I think that's why they had the sale, because the 20th anniversary was yesterday, April 5th, 2025. Game came out in 2005. Did not know that. Otherwise, I would have filmed this yesterday, but some streamer said 20th anniversary, then I went to go look it up, and yeah, it was yesterday. So yeah. Now, I knew this game existed. I saw Spoony playing this one. That's what I remember most about it. I was watching his playthrough of that again. That was funny. Yeah, I first knew about the Police Quest games from my cousin. Yeah, he had them back in the 90s. Yeah, I think SWAT, yeah, it was when he had it. I think it was around 1999 when I saw these games. Oh, no, excuse me, 1995. Then I eventually got some of them myself back in the 90s. The fourth game, then the SWAT 1, 2, 3. Missed out on 4, don't know why. Usually with the PC games, knowing the pain in the ass that they don't fucking work years later. Jurassic Park Trespasser is the only one that works from the 90s, the physical. But that game was so advanced, you need the crazy supercomputers to play them, so only now it can still be played. Although back then, people didn't have those computers, so it played like shit. But it's one of my favorite games, even though most people say it sucks, but they probably couldn't play it well. Didn't have the hardware and shit to play it properly. But yeah, usually when I get a PC game, it's when it's on sale for like $10 or $15. But I think that was one of them that I actually got like $50 or whatever. I'm pretty sure I still have the box. I gotta go look for it. I think the price is still on it, or maybe it was half price or whatever on sale. But yeah, I guess I didn't see SWAT 4 in the stores. That's probably why I didn't buy it. Of course, that came later. Around that time, I think Steam was coming out, so now PC games were going digital and shit. Although I believe there was a physical version of SWAT 4. But I just never got around to getting it, even though I do like the series here. But anyway, let's go to training real quick. SWAT 4 loading. Fast loading, I know on SWAT 3, having it when it's brand new, not having the...
Welcome to the Riverside Training Facility. I'm Lieutenant Sonny Bonds. I'll be observing your practice run from the catwalks and giving you a few pointers about our procedures. I'm sure you've heard all of this before, but it never hurts to practice one more time. As you know, training is what gives SWAT the edge in the field. Take advantage of this facility to test out your weapons and meet your new team. When you're ready to start, just go through the door to the right of the chalkboard.
And that's why we're playing the training, because Sonny Bond's there. It's a reference to the earlier games, the earlier 3. He was the main character. Police Quest 1 through 3. Jim Walls made that one. Daryl F. Gates made the fourth game. So, from the first screen, you'll notice a big difference. It gets a little darker, if you know what I mean. But as I was saying, SWAT 3 got that when it was new. So yeah, the hardware didn't have the hardware to handle it, so loading times took like a minute, literally. Real long time, but getting the GOG version, I now have the GOG version of 3. That one's instantaneously way better. It sucks when you fucking die at the start of the level and then you gotta do another load, a minute load. I don't know why you get a load and all the files are in RAM. Hate that shit. It's not like I'm going to a different level or anything. But, yeah. Okay. Got a 1911 here. Now we got infinite ammo. Yeah, I noticed that by accident firing. Hitting the gas tanks out in the distance over there. And now this one, unlike SWAT 3, I might do a playthrough of that. I definitely will, but I don't know if it'll be immediately after this. But SWAT 3 had a shitload of ammo. 20 magazines. One for... Well, I actually could switch it around. 20 magazines for the primary, 20 magazines for the handgun. 10 flashbangs, 10 gas grenades, 10 explosives. I have no idea how he carries all that shit. Although you never run out of ammo in this one, I have risked running out of ammo, especially with the shotgun. And if you're by yourself, your teammate's dead. Yeah. I guess this one's a little more realistic.
Put your hands up and get down!
Whoopsie. Pressed the wrong button. The open button and is also the command button. Now this one, unlike 3, it doesn't have the penetrating walls. They have the training. I was playing that earlier, like metal, wood, concrete, plaster. You can test out the penetration depth of all of them. This one, it only seems like it can penetrate doors with the FMJs. Hollow points will be stopped by some of them. You know what? Why don't we test that out now?
This is the firing range. Firearm proficiency is a top priority for any SWAT officer. But never forget that SWAT is a life-saving organization. You are only authorized to fire in defense of life. Step up to the station on the far left and take a few shots at the targets. You should practice aiming for the center of mass. Hitting a suspect in the chest has the best chance of stopping him cold.
There's Sonny Bonds up there. Now I see.
A good thing to practice is the so-called failure drill. That's when you take 2 shots at the body and then 1 at the head. When you're finished with that, step up to the center station.
Also known as the Mozambique drill, because that's where the guy done it. I believe in Mozambique there was like a terrorist who had body armor. He shot him twice and then shot him in the head. And then they used that as a technique. Not going down. Okay, fuck you.
Look at me.
Also used in what's his name? Michael Mann, the guy who made the director of Heat, L.A. Takedown, and the Collateral, uses that a lot in his movies. Now, what the fuck was I saying before? Oh yeah, the penetration. Yeah, it seems like in this game the FMJs act as armor-piercing rounds, but they aren't in real life, so not as realistic. Yeah, they say to use that if the enemies have body armor, or to shoot through the doors, but they don't go through the walls. 3, you can do that, shoot through walls, hitting enemies. I did that in one of the levels.
Your pistol is your backup weapon, usually used when you're in a bind or don't have time to reload. At this range, pistols and shotguns become less accurate, and it's often best to use a submachine gun or an assault rifle. Equip your primary weapon and take some shots at this mid-range target. Submachine guns and rifles have multiple firing modes, ranging from single shot to full automatic. The M4 fires in semi and full auto modes. while the submachine gun has semi-auto and a 3-round burst. When you're done, move down to the long-range station.
Yeah, with the X button, that's semi. Yeah, a lot of recoil
That
there.
one was wild. Make sure you're firing from a solid shooting platform. Remember that any shot that misses the target in the field might strike an innocent civilian.
Never heard that before. I've done this training a couple times because he's here. Otherwise, I usually skip the training. Oh, I thought I pressed X. Yeah. Yeah, when you crouch, it looks like that makes you aim a little bit better. Also, the walking mode makes you a little more accurate. But I rarely use that. I just try and stop from running.
At long range, accuracy becomes imperative. Your ability to control your weapon with skill and discipline will save your life, and the lives of the people around you. If you set the M4 on full auto, you will quickly lose control of it due to recoil. Give it a try now. Set your M4 to full auto, and try to fire several short controlled bursts. When you're finished on the range, move through the door on the right.
Short controlled burst, thank you, Hicks.
Now you can see how hard it can be to control your weapon and remain accurate at this range.
Yeah, crouching down. Makes you more accurate like in real life if you're using your knee to stabilize your gun. Now before we go, the reason why I wanted the high detail is these messages here. Well, first let's go to, wait, no, or was it this one? 10 Commandments of Firearms Safety. Always keep the muzzle pointed in a safe direction. Treat every firearm as though it were loaded. Alec Baldwin could have used that. Always make sure the firearm is unloaded and kept, and keep the action open except when actually hunting or preparing to shoot. Be sure the barrel and action are clear of obstruction, and that you have the proper ammunition for the firearm you are carrying. Brandon Lee could have used that. Make sure there was no barrel obstruction. Be sure of your target before you pull the trigger and beyond, in case the shot goes through the target that you wanted to hit. Never point a firearm at anything you do not want to shoot. Avoid all horseplay with any firearms. That'd be that other guy from that TV show. Oh, got all the 3 people who were killed on film in this firearm safety. What the fuck was it called? It was a TV show. He was playing around with a blank gun. And yeah, the blanks can... He shot himself in the head. Blanks can kill you. Although there's no projectile, it still has the force of the gunpowder. Yeah, that close, it fucked them up. Never climb a fence, tree, or jump a ditch with a loaded firearm. That's definitely in the hunter's safety course. Now the 4 firearms rules are in here. Now it looks like they mixed up with the hunter and safety rules. Although you want to keep it brief so people remember it, so you want to keep it down to 4 or 3. I'll show you what the 4 are. That one's for hunting. Never shoot at a flat, hard surface or rock. That's in the hunting training. Yeah, I got my hunting license. I was telling Emerald that was it the other day while he was streaming Resident Evil 4. But I mostly just get that so I can use the shooting range cheaply. For $30, you can use it all year round. The other places you got to pay every time you go. So yeah, it's a real deal. The only thing is I can't shoot the pistols there. Yeah, I've only been hunting once and never got anything. Killed more animals with a lawnmower than with a gun. Maybe we should ban lawnmowers. Store firearms and ammunition separately. That's the fucking propagandist, anti-gun assholes. That's definitely in New Jersey. Well, or some shit. I forget. Well, it's no good for self-defense. Yeah, keeping them separately. Avoid alcohol and drugs for or during shooting. Yeah, definitely don't want to do that. So now the 4, let's see. Number 1, number 2, number 5, Oh yeah, we keep your finger off the trigger. Was that in here, or is that on the other one? That's the fourth one. Shooters always must be aware of where their gun is pointed. Now this one's hard to see. This is why I need the high definition. Rule combined with others before will help, and others be safe while hunting or participating in shooting sports. Always remember, make sure ammunition must be proper size of the firearm. The firearm should be kept in good working order or free of barrel and chamber obstruction. Get familiar, learn the area you're hunting in. I don't know why SWAT place is worrying about hunting. Oh, well, they're hunting people. Know the location of buildings, people posted, safety zones, and your hunting companions. Yeah, this is hard to see, and I also got a small window here, so yeah. Wear orange. Each member of your hunting party must wear a combination minimum of 250 square inches bright hunter orange, head and chest back. There we go. Don't touch the trigger. Never assume a gun is unloaded or that the safety is already on. Never put your finger on or near the trigger until you're sure of your target and ready to shoot. Unloaded and opened. Unload guns before crossing barriers or obstacles, fences, ditches, logs, etc. Unload and open firearm when transporting and storing them. Good thing we have a zoom so we can see that easier. Yeah, like when they really think about the environment. We'll see more about that in the other levels. I think it's called mise en scene. It's storytelling through the environment. Yes, there being some bland walls and shit. One painted color. Safety with all training. Can I pick up the other guns?
Hands up!
Oh, we can. I know I could pick up the handgun over here at the Glock. Glock 40. Actually, I don't think it's 40. I know that one gangster thought his high point was a Glock 40.
Not bad. Remember, you're most accurate when you have a strong and stable firing position. When you try to move and shoot, your accuracy is going to suffer. The faster you move, the worse your aim will be. Your accuracy will be highest when you're standing still and crouching. This portion of the range is for firing at multiple targets behind cover. Try moving and firing at them to get a sense of just how movements affect your accuracy. When you must move and fire, keep in mind that moving smoothly at a constant speed will give you better control over your weapon. Remember, smooth is fast. Smooth is fast. When you're done, through the door.
Missing with a shotgun. I don't like this one because I mean, you got the better capacity compared to the semi-automatic shotgun. Benelli. See, there's when you really need to shoot fast. I mean, it seems fast, but when the enemy's shooting at you, you don't want that lull between the shots. You gotta wait for the pump. Yeah, that's enough to get me killed, which it did in I was playing one of the levels. So yeah, I only use this for the, it's more for defensive, with the beanbags. I'll get to that in another level.
Welcome to the grenade range. Practice throwing your non-lethal grenades for a while. You can test your accuracy by throwing them through the windows on the structure. You can also test their effectiveness by throwing them at Cadet Wilson. Wilson's grenades are designed to disorient people with a very loud bang and an extremely bright flame. If you don't look away from the detonation, you can get blinded too.
Now, I don't like the sensitivity on this. Although I think it's worse on the SWAT. I could probably turn it down, but I don't like fucking with it now that I have it there. Yeah, but it can easily...
CS gas causes people's eyes to water and
Get
affects their
disjointed.
breathing. Makes it difficult for them to do anything other than cough for a short period of time. with rubber balls that stun and disorient.
Shit! Oh, shit!
Great. Let's continue. Go ahead and try this door. Uh-huh. I locked it before you got here. We have multiple tools for handling a locked door. The first is picking it. Good when you want your entry to an area to be quiet. Pull out your toolkit and use it to pick the lock. Nice work. Move on to the next door. Okay, we're going all out on this one. Pull out your C2 charge and let's blow this thing open. C2 is great for opening doors quickly and surprising the perps on the other side. This is a two-step process. First, set the charge above the doorknob.
Now you see these icons here. You can, that's a nice feature, although it can get annoying if you pick the wrong one when you're trying to do some. Like trying to do the wand and accidentally going for the, where is it, the door wedge. I guess I don't have them here. I guess C2 is weaker than C4. So yeah, so you don't have to...
Now stand back and blow it.
No, you fag. I ain't gonna blow anything. Instead of taking your hand off the keyboard to press one of the numbers for the changing items, weapons, yeah, you just go up to it and hit the icon. Did somebody say fuck?
Nice. I never get tired of that. You do need to be careful with these. They are explosives. Anyone directly on the other side of a door is going to get seriously injured. We are a life-saving organization. We don't want to kill people. Sometimes the knuckleheads give you no choice. But our goal is to have a peaceful resolution of the situation. The best solution is one in which you don't have to fire your weapon. So the first thing you need to do when you see anyone is to get them on the ground. Yell as loud as you can to get them to comply.
Put your hands up and get down!
Don't shoot.
Officer Hansen here was smart enough to give up for you. But the perps, and sometimes even the victims, don't give up that easily. You are authorized to take down anyone who's aiming a weapon at you or another person. But remember, you should fire your weapon only in defense of life. If a subject hasn't given up, but isn't threatening anyone, use your other options. You can hit them with the less lethal shotgun, zap them with the taser, pepper spray them, or use one of your grenades. That will give even the biggest knucklehead second thoughts about resisting. Now that Hansen has given up, you need to restrain him.
You're
At
gonna
an
get me
incident
out of here?
scene, you will need to restrain everyone you find, since you can never be 100% sure who's a victim and who's a perp.
What do you know about the new lead anyway, huh?
He's a transfer from LA. Supposed
Entry
to be
team to
top-notch.
talk. Civilian ready to
LA.
evacuate.
It's a war zone.
Roger that.
I hear
Trailer
they get
standing
multiple
by.
call-ups every week.
Guess that's why they're the best.
Guess we'll be in good hands then.
You won't be in anybody's hands if you don't pipe down. Well, the team is eager to meet you, so let's get going. Move into the next room.
Alright, that was what I was wondering. I was wondering if this takes place in LA like the other games, or California. I know where did it take place? Fucking... The first 3 games were in a small town. 4 with Daryl F. Gates, it takes place in LA, as well as the other SWAT games. I guess this one is in LA. Don't know exactly where.
If you're going to lead a tactical element, you better start working with them. The team is in the room to the right. Order them to fall in, and let's see how you work together.
Gold, regroup on me.
On
Nice
my
to
way.
meet you too.
On your
I don't
6.
think I quite heard you, Fields. What did you say?
Nothing, sir.
Fields here has a big mouth, but you'll be glad he's around when you're knee-high in brass. Okay, let's see if you guys can clear a room. Order the team to clear the room behind me.
Hey, a lot of talking here. I really wish they would get right to the point. We got a lot to learn. Very complex game. Now, these guys stick with you throughout the whole game. If they don't get killed, they get downed, and they're used in every mission. In the third game, you can pick different teammates. Although I don't think it matters much. It's not like it's an RPG with different personalities and shit, as far as I know. Yeah, spacebar you see on the bottom right there. There's those commands. Press the tab to switch. Goal is all of them. You only get 2 members on each element, 2 elements. So throughout the game, there's only 5 of us, me being the leader. Got red and blue. Yeah, they say there's SWAT teams have a lot of members on there, like, I don't know, 12 to 20. Although the 1991 good guys hostage situation, this SWAT team on the sheriff's department only had 7 of them. That's because I think it was 3 of them were promoted. They originally had 12. They had 2 snipers, so 7 of them going in, and 2 snipers, so 9 of them at the time. Then the other 3 got promoted to some other job or some shit. So I guess it isn't far-fetched to have a small team like this. And of course, that was a giant fuck-up. A lot of hostages got killed.
With a cord and order her to retrieve the vest. A sniper's bullet misses its target and triggers an explosive reaction. Instantly, the gunman opens fire on his bound victims. Deputies burst in from the rear of the store, shooting to kill.
Also shooting through the glass, deflected, then killing one of the hostage takers, which is, I was reading the James Bond book, Casino Royale. They mentioned that that's one of James Bond's kills to be a 00. One of them was a sniping job, and I'm surprised, what's his face, Ian Fleming knew about that. You want one to shoot the glass and another one to shoot it so that it doesn't get deflected by the glass. So, I mean, they knew about that way back in the 50s, what would happen shooting through glass, especially thick glass. It'll get deflected, so you want 2 snipers, one shooting the glass, one shooting the hostage taker, terrorist or whatever. Yeah, I first heard about that. I saw that incident on, what's it, World's Scariest Police videos. They showed that. Oh yeah, trying to do my commands here.
Open and clear.
Copy. On it.
Go, go, go! Time to move!
Clear so far.
Nice.
Trailers!
Good one, LT. In
clear.
position?
Calm
Clear.
down there, Fields.
It's clear.
I shut the lights off on them. Follow them
Room
in,
clear.
and use the flashlight mounted on your firearm to navigate to the next door.
Yeah, the V button.
Beware of doorways. Most SWAT fatalities occur when the team is ambushed as they come through the door. Deploying a grenade into the doorway will buy your team time to clear the threshold. Go ahead and do an open bang and clear on that door.
Now this is one of the reasons why I like this one better than 3, even though I play that way more than this one. Makes it a lot easier to give commands. The other one, you got to press the number buttons. Here, you just hold right on the mouse to give the commands. You can pick what you want and just hold it down and then
Get her open and clear it.
release it.
Bang and clear.
There we go.
Check.
Wrong
On
one.
it.
So you don't have to take your hand off the keyboard and get in the wrong spot when you're trying to move. You're trying to move forward and you're fucking lean fucking right or left, having to hover in the wrong spot.
Let's move!
So far, so good. Moving on.
Clear.
Clear.
It's clear.
All right. Behind these tires, there's an open doorway. It's often best to scout out a room from a safe distance. Back in the day, we used a mirror on a stick. Simple, but effective. Nowadays, there's a high-tech gadget for everything. For corners and open doors, we have the OptiWand. The OptiWand's a tiny camera at the end of a telescoping tube. You can even use it to peer under a closed door to scope out a room before you enter it. Use the OptiWand on this doorway to scout out what's ahead. You should be able to stand on your side of the door and stick the wand through the doorway without entering the room. When you've finished with the wand, tell the element to clear the room.
Press 9 to equip that. Yeah, they also had some SWAT guys playing this game and saying what they use and whatnot. A lot of them say they don't use mirrors, but they did use a mirror for the 1991 good guys hostage situation. That was in Sacramento. Yeah, they used, I think it was an automotive mirror. Yeah, to look through the ceiling tiles to see what was going on in the store. Yeah, they also say they don't use picks, they use rams. They also, well, they didn't really use lock picks on that incident. They were using a screwdriver to get in, but then that door got blocked by shit, so they went in through the ceiling to get over that wall into the storage. So yeah. So on realism, so yeah, at least one of them has used a mirror. Used a mirror and picking the locks instead of just ramming the fucking door.
Clear it. Move.
Copy. On it.
Go, go, go!
No visible threats.
Fields.
Ready
It's
for
clear.
trailers.
Area
Jackson,
clear.
position. Clear.
When the team discovers a hallway while clearing, they will enter it. You now have two possible directions of travel. Sometimes it's best to split up your element to perform different tasks. Command the blue team to stack up on the door at the end of the hallway. That way, they can cover your back while you and the red team move to the door on the left.
Blue team. Red. Fall in.
That's not what I asked.
Oh,
Try again.
Stack up and check the lock.
what the fuck did you say? Blue and the chemist.
Blue. Stack up. Try the lock.
Got it.
My God. Oh yeah, that's another
Good.
thing.
Now tell the red team to fall in and move down to the other door.
Yeah,
Door's unlocked.
yeah. Make sure they say copy because something else could interrupt them. Basically, if anybody pops up and view enemies or hostages, that overrides any commands you just gave. So, if you're wondering why they're not there, always make sure or double tap.
Red team. Red. Regroup on me.
Check.
In
Rejoining
position.
Okay. You can keep tabs on your officers when you're separated from them by observing their movements through the helmet cameras. Check out what Blue is seeing right now. When you're ready, move into the next room, and then we'll start getting fancy.
And this is where one of those times where you gotta fucking take your hand off the keyboard onto another part of the keyboard. With the insert buttons over at the right. Alright, now what am I looking at? Home. Then go through the next door.
Since you can essentially see through their eyes, it's not hard to command them from a distance. Tell the blue team to move and clear through the door they're covering.
Press the caps lock to enlarge that, and then you can look around, take control of their vision.
Blue team. Open and
I
clear.
could also use the space bar too.
Let's roll.
Yeah, basically on the
No
bottom right
visible threats.
is
Continuing.
the space bar command.
Area
Fields.
clear.
I'm clear.
Great. Let's continue.
See how it says open and clear now that I'm pointing at the door? If I press that, red will go through. If I point out the ground, that's full in. And you know what, we'll do that now. Tab to switch.
Gold. Regroup and follow me.
Right on.
Now everybody's
At your back, sir.
following me.
Head out of this room and stop about halfway up the stairs in the hallway. Hold up there. One of the most valuable members of your team is the sniper. During the course of a mission, they will provide valuable intel and can even take out a bad guy without the team ever getting in harm's way. Sierra 1 is across the warehouse in the little room above the firing range. Sierra 1, whenever you're ready.
Sierra 1 to entry team. I have an unknown.
Yeah, zoom in with the right mouse click. Mouse button. Sierra, named after the company. Yeah, this one was made by, not by themselves, obviously. I mentioned earlier, Irrational. The other ones were made by Sierra themselves.
When you're finished, continue up and go into the room with the target dummy.
Aha. In case you didn't see that, kick me. I believe these snipers have infinite ammo.
Sweet. Donuts.
Well,
Nobody
that's
told
it
me
for
there'd
the
be
refresher
donuts.
course I had planned for you.
How can you eat that
Just the
trash, man?
highlights.
Crap is in the field.
Things from here on out.
At least there's more to his
When you're
diet
ready
than
for
just
active
meat.
duty, just
Don't
use
knock it
that
till you
door to
tried it,
leave.
bro.
Otherwise, go ahead and roam about on your own, or continue training with the team.
overlapping dialogue there, so you can't hear everyone. That's why I have the subtitles there, so you can read that. Well, that's 40 minutes just on the training. I think I was gonna include this with the first level, but since it's so long, I'll split that up in level-based, including the training. And I will go back to the main menu, and then I'll start that. You can go this way, or go here into the debrief with the escape button. And everything you need to know. We'll go out the... Oh, debriefed anyway. 95. What did I miss? What the fuck did I miss to not get 100%? Alright, now the scoring system here. Basically, to get perfect, basically, yeah, I'm starting to sound like fucking Hulk Hogan here. Anyway, ranking inspector. Don't have anybody killed or incapacitated. You can stun them with the gas and beanbags. That doesn't count as incapacitations. Make sure you're not injured or your team, and then you get 100%. And you see mission complete. You get 40 every time just for getting the objectives done. And then from there, make sure nobody's hurt. Yeah, suspects arrest, you get more points. Incapacitate, you get less from the grand total you can get. Neutralize, you get no points at all. Penalties, if you kill somebody, basically when they don't have a gun pointed at you or shooting at you, then it counts as unauthorized neutralization or whatever. No suspects neutralized. I guess you get an extra bonus there. 5 points. No civilians injured. None taken away. You don't get any extra points there. No officers down. Get 10 points. Players uninjured. Extra 5 points. Oh, player. Just the single might me. Report status to TOC. 5 points. All weapons secure. 5 points. That wasn't even a thing. What the hell did I not get? Should have been 100. On normal mode, as you can see down there, 50. Well, I'll get to that when we start doing the missions. Alright, with that, I'm gonna shut this off. Yeah, 40 minutes and split it up into levels. Yeah, I haven't been streaming that long because I thought I was gonna get a game with my YouTube check, but couldn't find the right deal. Yeah, it was toss up between Countdown Vampires or Mr. Bones. To a lesser extent, Sonic 3D. But I might do what I originally wanted to do, get Midnight Mutants. Although I'm gonna have to add like another $100 to get that, and I got an offer for like $209. But it's complete in the box. I mean, I can get it a lot cheaper, just the game itself. But I want the box and the manual, because all the other ones I got box and manual and game. And of course, Atari's now making more games. They even released one of the games I have. Is it Dark Chambers? I'm not sure if I paid a little bit more for that. I wish they did for Midnight Mutants, and they're doing it at a good price, $30. Yeah. So Dark Chambers getting a re-release. So if you want a new official game by them, go get that. It's pre-ordered right now. Pre-orders. Already got a couple of their games. Ninja Golf and Fatal Run. And just watch, I get Midnight Mutants. Oh yeah, and Bentley Bear, that's not a re-release, that's a new game, but now it's official. It was a homebrew, but I guess since they're publishing it, being Atari, it's official now. Yeah, like I suggest you watch. Pay $200 odd, and I could get it for $30 later on. Yeah, the other games like Ninja Golf and Fatal Run were expensive. That's why I got the re-releases. $30, that ain't bad. But I guess with that, I'll see you on the next video as opposed to live stream. We'll do the first mission.